All right, guys, listen up. We have 3 stocks to break down in this video that have very high short interest, and they're all making pretty nice moves right now. We're going to go over their charts, what I'm looking to do, key levels. But before we dive into it, full disclosure, I do not own these stocks, and I'm not telling you to buy anything or do anything out there in the stock market. Trading is very risky, guys, especially these stocks that we're going to break down today, and you must trade at your own risk. That's very important. And with that being said, of course, hit the like button. Make sure to subscribe. Don't forget to get up to 16 stocks from MooMoo as well, each up to $2,000. Check out the link down below or go to stocksurfest.com/MooMoo. We'll talk more about that later. And with that being said, guys, cheers. Let's dive right into the video. So right now, what time is it? I'm losing track of time today, guys. It's about 2:15 p.m. on the East Coast, and it looks like here the markets aren't doing much. I mean, it looks like the NASDAQ's down 0.3%. We have the Dow up 0.3%, which is nice. Now the Dow's officially over 35,000 points, which is big for the Dow. We have the Russell up 0.1, same with the S&P. So pretty flat day across the board. A little red here, little green there, and we have the VIX up 2.5% right now as gold's at break even, and we have silver up 0.4%. Let me see what crude oil is doing very quickly before we do just jump right into stock number 1, which is actually making a ridiculous move right now. So it looks like crude oil is up. Actually, no, it's down 0.7%, down about 50 cents per barrel right now. It's at about $75 per barrel. So let's just dive right into these stocks, with number 1 being Carvana. We've actually talked about this one before in in the videos here, guys. I think the last time was probably about a week, maybe not a week ago, probably 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. But either way, look, Carvana now today when I'm making this video, are you ready for this, guys? It is up 32%, over 30 freaking percent, guys, and their short interest is very high. You probably know, especially if you've seen the videos that I've made here on the channel, right? Their short interest is right around 49%. I'm looking through my notes right here on my monitor, guys. 49% short interest, which is just unbelievable. And this is almost like, I don't want to say the meme stock. Is Carvana a meme stock? I don't think it's technically a meme stock, or maybe it is. I don't know. Correct me down below. But this is one of those stocks out there that has had a meme stock type rally, right? I mean, look at this. Back in the beginning of this year, guys, okay, maybe the beginning of December, but either way, I mean, same thing, right? It was at $3.50 freaking cents, and now it's pushing $55. So this thing has had, an AMC type rally, a GameStop, maybe not as much as GameStop, but it's had an AMC, a Bed Bath & Beyond type rally, and I don't know if many people, I'm sure some people are talking about it, but not many people are talking much about it. I mean, this thing is up well over 1,000% over the past 8 months, and that doesn't mean necessarily it's going to continue. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if the stock cooled off a little bit before maybe rallying again. I mean, we'll see. Again, nothing's guaranteed in the stock market, but it's one that it's doing very well. And I'm looking to see if we could get some sort of pullback. Maybe, if the dust can settle here. I think we had earnings. There was a big catalyst. I think earnings were yesterday, if I'm not mistaken, or maybe it was today. It looks like sales, this morning. Sales came in at $2.97 billion. That beat the $2.59 billion, so that's a big beat. And it looks like here, EPS, how much money did they lose? Looks like $1.12. So if I'm reading this correctly, correct me if I'm wrong, guys, it looks like Carvana is not increasing their losses, they're decreasing their losses, right? Their losses are narrowing quarter over quarter, which is solid, and I'm not going to say for sure it's year over year. I'm not sure if their losses are narrowing year over year, but it's safe to say with this move, maybe they are. I mean, we have to double check that. But look, Carvana, guys, is doing very well. And what have I said with these short interest stocks, guys, the very high short interest stocks? If something comes out of left field, they do better than expected. With that much short interest, the stocks, it's bound to explode. And that's kind of what we had today with Carvana, very high short interest. And, there's money being lost every day to interest with these short sellers that, are pretty much holding borrowed shares, right? They have to pay margin on that interest. So with that going on, every day that goes by, more interest stacks on. And, with a big revenue beat like that, they're like, holy crap, the stock's going to start going up potentially. They start covering, buyers come in, and, it's just a freaking run to the top, which is kind of what we're seeing right now. Again, 30%. And who knows how long this will last. I mean, if it even will last. But this is making a big move right now. And it looks like at its peak, it was up around 50%. And from the low aftermarket yesterday, where it hit $35, it was up around 70%. From $35 to $59.30, that is a 70% move. Unbelievable. So Carvana is doing extraordinarily well right now. Unbelievable. I've said that like 5 times. I feel like I've said that 5 times. The next one, guys, is Beyond Meat, ticker symbol BYND, which is not up that much anymore. But when I was prepping this video earlier in the day, it was up towards $18. At that point, it was up around, 9%, and now it's up around 3%, which isn't much, I guess. But this is one that's very high short interest, 41%. And if you guys saw about a week ago, it did see a huge move that took us out of the highs from a couple months ago, I believe. Let me see here. Yeah, right here. Let me draw this out and show you guys what I'm talking about. So if I zoom in a little bit on BYND, we can see back in the end of March, heading into the beginning of April, we were getting rejected at 1650-ish, 1675. Let me zoom in and show you guys that right here. And with today's move, or not today's move, but last week, that move I was telling you about, what day was that? That was on the 12th, so a week ago. That was last Wednesday. It had a move of 20% roughly intraday. That is what took us above that 1650 rather, high from back in the end of March, early April, right? So the way I'm looking at it is, look, we broke out of that, ran up, got overbought. Now we're consolidating, or we have been consolidating for the past couple of trading days. And with today's move earlier, up 10%, now we're up 3%. It looks like we're starting to get a pop off of the 50 SMA here on the 4-hour chart. And by no means am I looking to buy, BYND as a long-term investment. You guys know that. I've covered that time and time again here on my channel over the course of the years here. But as a trade, it's definitely one of those that has a ton of volume, a lot of movement. And as a trade, it offers opportunities from time to time. And this, in my opinion, is one. I'm not telling you guys what to do. I'm not in it. Again, full disclosure. But, it's one that I'm watching, and I'm going to be keeping on the watch list very closely here over the next couple of trading days. And the last one is, actually, wait, before we go to the last stock, don't forget to get your free stocks from MooMoo, up to 16 stocks, each up to $2,000. All you guys have to do is use that link down below, open up your account, and fund it with at least $100. You get 5 stocks right off the bat, and fund your account at least $1,000. You get 10 more stocks, totaling 15 stocks. And listen to this, guys. If you fund your account at least $5,000 on top of those 15 stocks that you already got, you also get a free share of either Tesla stock or Expedia stock, which, guys, this is definitely the best promo out right now. If you guys want to help out the channel again and you want some free money, use that link down below. I appreciate you all as always. And with that being said, cheers. Let's dive into the last stock of the video, which is ticker symbol ROOT. And you guys that tune into these, short squeeze, higher risk, crazy stock videos that I make from time to time, you probably remember I called this out probably about 2 months ago. And of course, we can't time these squeezes. Don't get it twisted, guys. Nobody can time exactly when something is going to squeeze, but you can anticipate it. You can definitely anticipate a squeeze, but don't be fooled and think you can time it to the T. Nobody can do that. But we were anticipating a squeeze on route. I think it was back in end of May, maybe early June. And then by the end of June, look, we were anticipating it 3 weeks before. That goes to show how long it takes to play out, if it even does play out. But it took 3 weeks, and then this ended up going from 577 all the way to 1575. We're talking a move of well over 150%. Massive move here on ROOT. And mind you, they have a short interest of 25.9%. That's a pretty high short interest. Not quite as high as Beyond Meat or Carvana, but still pretty high, way higher than normal, right? And it went from $15.75 down to about $8.50 to $9. We consolidated there, and now we're starting to break back up. The stock's up 15% right now when I'm making this video, and we're about to break out. It looks like we did take the highs out earlier today from, when were those? The end of June. Yeah, we broke above $12.50 momentarily, but now we're back under it. So let's see if we can retake $12.50 and then start making that move towards the 15, 1575 level. Let me actually draw this out and show you guys 15 to 1575 level. That's kind of what I'm looking at right now. So in this little pocket is where we could make money. Keyword is could, and of course this is not financial advice, but I'm looking at it here from 12.50 to about 15 bucks. Again, 25.9% short interest, not as much as the other two, but still pretty up there. So what do you guys think? Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. Hit that like button, and of course guys, make sure to subscribe. We're almost at 30,000 subs, and subscribing is completely free. I appreciate you all as always, and with that being said, I'll catch you in the next video.